I'm Jacob Coker. I'm a junior at Clear Falls High School. I'm currently enrolled in our Independent Study Mentorship Program under Ms. Robin Holt. My mentor for the past semester has been Ms. Legina James. So my information does come from outside sources. This is basically my introduction to theater education. And basically what it goes through is an article I pulled from my first research summary that explains the purposes of having theater in schools and some of the perks of it. Basically like having schools focus, having students focus, it helps them stay engaged, it helps them think more creatively, and it even helps them work as teams and be more imaginative and help their schooling, help with their memorization and things of that nature. You keep going with why I chose theater education. I have been an actor for years, basically all my life. I've been a performer. I love theater, but I also love mine was being able to help people and help kids and things like that. And so the best way I knew how to integrate these two things was going to theater education. This is one of the pictures of me in my class, of one of the production class, of us going through their technical studies. You go up. Here is a little bit more about me. Like I said, I'm a junior at Clear Falls. I actually had the pleasure of being in Miss James' class when I was in 8th grade here at Bayside. So it's been pretty cool going from the student perspective into the teacher perspective. I get to play both sides and know how both parts of the classroom work. I've had a lot of different teachers, a lot of different trainings and things of that nature with my acting and theater, and a lot of different teachers have inspired me to do great things. I want to be able to help other people in that way, in the same way. These were 3 goals I made for myself at the beginning of the semester. The first one was to go through a lesson on my own. I got the pleasure when Miss James was out to teach a memorization lesson in the 6th grade classes. It wasn't the most exciting lesson, but the kids learned something new and they got a lot of the fundamentals down of memorization, how to go through a script and things like that. My second goal was to get through a production, and we did our fall show, and the kids did a really good job. We had a lot of fun doing it. It was with the 8th grade production class. I was the first show I got to do with them, and so I got to know the kids really well and things like that. And my third goal, which we'll go over at the end of the presentation today, is my final product, and I did the director's notebook. It's basically putting together an entire show within a binder. So here's another picture of teaching class and a nice sassy face to my students. This is a little bit about my mentor. My mentor is Ms. Legina James. She has a background as an actress and in performing arts. She attended Grambling University and Abilene Christian University. She has been working at Bayside since its inaugural year. Like I said, she was my theater teacher here. She's also worked as a cheer coach here and even has a background in journalism. She loves working with her kids. She has a family all of her own. She's definitely busy, but always finds time for her students. This is a picture that's together. And she loves this picture. It's her favorite picture of us. Here's a present I put together of basically what kind of teacher I want to be. We'll go ahead and put it on the full screen right here in the corner. Those two. Okay, what kind of teacher I'll be? Space. I'll start by getting the proper education, a major in theatrical arts, my teaching certification. There's also ongoing trainings that may go on depending on who my employer is and districts and things like that. I know personally I want to go through trainings and different seminars so I can get more knowledge, so I can get better work my theater in different aspects of maybe learn things I wouldn't have necessarily done, but maybe it works better and things like that. Let's say there's people with more experience. Before going to the classroom, I want to be able to help my students any way that I possibly can. So I want to be able to go out and work in the theatrical world for a few years, maybe after college, where I can start working in theater and networking and things like that. So I can be able to answer all my students' questions, be able to help them if they want to pursue acting as their lifelong career and things like that. I can better equip them for what's out there. How I would run my classroom. My classroom would be structured and organized, but also a place of creative expression. I want it to be a safe place my students can go during the day. I think a theater classroom should have an educational feel where the students can come in knowing they're going to learn something new that day, but also a place they can be themselves and be as crazy as they want to and be able to express themselves. Theater isn't a thing where you get to hide the background. You get to go and take your spotlight. So I'm making sure my kids have a space they feel comfortable doing that. And my overall goals as a teacher, of course, when I teach my kids theater and the basics of theater and all of that, I want to help my kids grow as artists as well as people. Through theater, you get to play a lot of different roles and learn about a lot of different groups of people. If you do a play, you do background research, learn about the different groups of people you may have associated with, so it can better help my students understand the people around them and things like that. I know inspire my students to be the best performers they can be. I want them to come out of their box and be bold and be out there, be creative. Most importantly, I want to aid and put my kids so that they can reach their goals. So probably when I'm a teacher, I'm going to have each of my kids make a goal list for themselves. So they can go up there, we can reach new goals, they can strive for bigger and better things each year and things like that. Okay, at this time, we're going to go, I'm going to invite some of my production kids up here. So as my handout, I'm going to, I think theater is important, being the visual and getting some activity in here. Just have a little bit of fun. I'm going to let 4 of my kids, so we all come up. This will work as my handout for today. And they're going to go through and do one of the improv games I taught them. It's going to be this way. And we're going to improv game, and then we're going to talk to them a little bit about what they think I'm going to do. Okay, so this game is called the game. Maybe not as changed and stuff like that, but I call it the game because it's just more fun that way. So they're going to go through a scene, and when they say I'm going to go to the store or something like that, I'm going to say and they have to change it right there on the spot. It's a hard game, it's a fun game, and they like doing it. So I'm going to ask y'all out here if they can have a suggestion for a setting.
The jungle.
A jungle? Or the jungle? What?
Never had that one.
Here you go. Improv right here.
Oh my goodness. It's a snake! Oh my
No, it's
god!
not.
It's a baby elephant!
No, it's not.
It's a lion! Oh my god!
I thought those were in Africa.
No. They're jungles in Africa.
No, that's
Look
not.
like what? Look like what?
Oh my gosh, this is a long tail.
I need some water, man.
No. We should just get some nice Gatorade. It has good protein.
What's your Gatorade?
What?
Me?
Yeah.
I need some Capri Sun. I need some juice. I need some soda.
Funny thing.
I like soda.
Like what?
I really like steak.
What?
Really like juice boxes.
Yeah.
You know, guys, we should go get some juice boxes over here.
But where the
Right,
giant?
away from the lion.
No, it's a refreshment table. Oh, it's so pretty.
It's a what?
Ooh, it's a library.
It's what?
It's a time travel machine.
Oh my gosh.
Where do we want to go? Where should we go?
Scratch that off.
We
What about
should
the
go.
other one? The window. Oh no, it's right there.
So confusing.
Wait.
Decision.
We should go to the future.
We have all the time.
We should go back in time.
We should go where?
We should go back to yesterday so we could find this earlier.
But we won't know.
Oh!
I volunteer, Rachel.
Volunteer who?
I volunteer, Emma, sorry.
Volunteer who?
Gabby, it's been a fun run.
I didn't want him to go. Have fun.
Because you were last. Majority.
I was last.
Yes.
What are you?
Okay, let's take a vote. Let's take a
I'm
vote. Gabby, all in favor? Raise your hand. Oh, sorry, Gabby.
Okay, fine. So how would I work this?
I don't know.
Press that button right there.
That's what?
Press that key right there.
I think it's a knob.
How can I press an? Okay, I'll just.
No, don't touch that. I don't.
No,
Red
the
button.
big red
Big.
But
red button.
isn't red bad?
No, red's good.
Shouldn't I press the do not press button?
No. Yes.
I mean,
that really
yeah.
doesn't align in my head.
You feel me? Really? Okay. I don't know. Rachel, why don't you go? You go push it.
Okay.
To do what?
I don't
so why don't you go sit on that button? Why don't you go
Jump! Why don't you go jump
Why
on
don't you
that?
go jump on the button? There, thank you.
Kind of small.
You okay there?
It's like a.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't
Just-
know how I'm gonna sit on that. Like, I push it down. Oh,
What?
I just smush it. I'm just gonna sit on it now. It's not.
You going anywhere?
No. I can't honk it now either. It's weird.
Do you feel
I
anything?
don't like sitting on that at all.
No, like what?
I don't like perching myself on that little honker. So I'm just gonna.
But hey, Caitlin, why don't
Your
you go
turn.
straight? Your turn.
You're
I'll do
next.
it. No, no. You press
Yeah.
that one.
That one?
Wait, no, no.
Remember
that
the one on
one.
the left.
I'm kind of done
No,
with this.
this
This is
one
my
that
last.
So you're kind of what?
I'm kind of leaving.
Ah.
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay, let's
Wait,
just
wait.
let's just turn on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You're supposed to go.
Okay.
I'll just press it.
Oh, why is it blue? Oh my goodness.
Can you hear me?
Can you what?
Can you see me?
Look at the groceries I have.
I love them. But why is your milk in a glass?
Yeah.
They don't do that.
It's supposed to be in a
Really don't.
plastic gallon container.
I think it's supposed to be in a jug.
What's a baguette?
Have you ever
It's
seen
bread.
Airbnbs? So not. They're like
A bag.
A baguette.
Baguette.
It's
Are you
bread.
Bag.
Are you what?
Are you fine?
Are you on fire?
I'm just kidding.
That was great. Excuse me. Ooh, she got smart now too.
I just got a what?
She is sassy.
Am I?
Gosh, I just don't even know anymore. Like,
Make up your mind.
I volunteer Emma to come with me. Come on, Emma.
why am I?
Yes,
You're being
lovely.
sassy and you don't know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say.
I think we need to jump
Really?
into
Now
that
we're
one right there.
nice.
You can jump
Right
first,
there.
and
I'm
then if
looking.
you die, I will go the
Somewhere.
other way.
Just stop.
Caitlin.
Better plan. She crossed the line. Double.
She,
Can you like?
I'm telling on you.
You're what?
I am going to tattle. 'Cause I'm a child.
You're what?
I'm gonna tell on you. Caitlin,
I'm an
mom.
adult.
Mom.
Yes.
Your mother.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry I gotta break the news, but I'm her daughter.
You're what?
I am her child.
Ah.
I am her pet monkey that likes to sit on groceries.
This is so touching.
It's a reunion.
You're just
jealous.
have the camera.
You're jealous.
I thought it was sentimental, but
You thought what?
I thought it was sweet.
Ah.
I didn't see that coming, honestly, but that is cute. It's a little boo boo.
It's so sweet.
I gotta tell you something. You're my father.
Oh, that's not sweet. And there's nothing sweet
Why?
about
Why?
that.
There's
What?
nothing.
There's nothing good about that. I don't even want to like
What's
discuss
wrong?
that or anything. Just,
I love you the way you are.
Wait, I am.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure I
the
like
way
you
you
anymore
are.
the way you
Because
are.
I'm a monkey.
Yes.
I'm
Are we
free.
Bruno Mars? Come on, let's.
And you got well. Love you here.
When was the last time that we had something to eat?
Maybe we should
I don't
go
know,
eat.
maybe we should
Yes.
go.
You know, that sounds amazing.
Jungle rainforest.
What about a mango?
Hi, nice to meet
Kids, we're not done yet.
Just kidding.
Okay. So I think it's important. I know when I want to when I want to be a teacher, I want to try to have my students input. So can we next to me? Basically, I'm going to ask all of you questions. What do you think I'm doing so far? Please answer honestly. Yeah. Okay. So basically, what are some things I do when I come into your classroom?
You get started and say, everyone, come, let's, like if we're practicing a play, you'll come and say, okay, everyone, we're gonna get your scripts and we're gonna
Vocal
rehearse.
warm- yeah.
Vocal
Yeah.
warm-ups. He's very
Very
involved.
That's what I think I enjoy the most
He
about
tries
it.
to get things done. Yeah, he does really well.
How do I help Miss James in the classroom?
I don't even see Miss James anymore.
Oh.
To be honest.
have I taught or helped you learn this class?
Lines.
To not laugh when you cut somebody's eyebrows.
For me, in crew, some crew, you told me how to set certain things about where the angles are. And
There are better ways to get into character.
yes,
Like practice focusing.
focusing, yeah.
What kind of impact did it have in your class?
A good one.
A good one.
Yes.
They
Do
would
you
have
want
been
us to
crazy.
scale?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay. You've helped us. You've helped me learn more things about theater, like where to go on stage.
To not do.
Do you have any advice for me as like a current teacher? Any advice for me?
Don't let kids be mean to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't let kids be sassy.
Don't know your kids' names.
You were fast with names, so he's good.
He calls me Naomi.
Thank you.
Um,
Okay. And lastly, I'll be going over my final product I've come up with in the past semester, and that'll be my director's notebook. Basically, for my director's notebook, it's an entire play that's got all the details done within a binder. So for the UIL show, we're doing a little play called Booby Trap. And over here, I'll start over here, and I'll flip over to our plot overview. And basically, it's about a man who's in the military. He's on active duty, and he is scouting out for mines. And when he sits down, he realizes the tree stump he's sitting on has actually triggered a mine, so he's stuck sitting there. And throughout the entire play, he's just seated right there. I think it's interesting because the entire play, you go and hear more about his life, and people from his past will come up, and he'll relive moments, and then he'll go back to him being stuck on a tree stump in the middle of the war. People trying to rescue him, but there's not much they can do about it. So the audience feels very mixed emotions about it because they want him to continue on with his life, but they know it's inevitably not going to. So he'll go and he'll picture his past moments, he'll picture his future, and one scene he imagines his son coming back and talking about how he would talk about him and things like that. It's a really interesting story. And I went over here and you pull out costumes. It's a good thing about this play, it's not set in any specific time period, it's a little not too distant future. So I pulled mainly modern military uniforms. We have a female lieutenant character, and so I pulled something that looks a little more modern for her, just to show a little differentiation between future times and now. We also have casual wear for the soldier's wife. And then there's two mom characters, one set in an exact time period, and one only seen in the soldier's past. And so for the past, I pulled an older style dress because I thought it was more fitting for the situation and the timeline. And then I've gone through the play and put together a plot, a prop, and set list needed for the show. And over here we have light and sound cues. And how light and sound cues work is you number each cue, and you put what scene it's going to affect. And you put the area, for the light, you put the area of stage you want to see lit up or what you want to see done, along with the cue line to do for that exact light. In sound, I think it works very similar, in which we have the number each cue, and you can either label each cue by what sound effect it is, or if it's one track, each track number. But for sound, you have to put together a light or a starting cue and an ending cue. And over in the script, I have written little notes about blocking. And the blocking in the show was interesting because you have mainly people from the past entering from one side, people from the present entering from other sides. And this is a really cool back and forth thing you get to witness as you go through. And that is my final presentation. I would like to thank my evaluators for me today. I would like to thank my kids who volunteered to help me out with this. And that is my presentation. Are there any questions?
She's that type.
Miss James went and chose the play. We read an online version together, and it like cut off in the most climactic part. So I was like, just reading by the script, at least so I can finish reading.